Hey everyone, guess who? So I promised I would continually check in, and today is my 1 month check-in post-cancer surgery. So I cannot even believe that it has been a month so far, and it has been quite a month, let me tell you. So it has been an interesting recovery process. I am definitely not fully recovered or healed. So even though I am cancer-free, even though I have no radiation treatments, no chemotherapy treatments, I am beyond fortunate and unbelievably thankful that it has worked out this way. As I've mentioned previously, and many of you have asked, the disease of von Lippo-Hindau disease, or VHL, is something I will be living with for the rest of my life. And many of you have asked, what's the next process, or what will I need to go through? So like I mentioned, right now I am cancer-free, and I don't have any treatment, so I have no chemotherapy, no radiation, nothing. But I will need to be watched forever, because just like anybody, cancer can come back. And with this particular disease and my variation of it, or mutation of the VHL, it is highly possible that I could end up with a renal cell carcinoma again, so kidney cancer again. The great thing now is that, great is a relative term, because I will be subjected to CT scans and MRIs and everything else about every 6 months for a very, very long time. And I'm not really that excited about having all that stuff in the contrast and everything in my body and having all the CTs and MRIs, but it's what's going to keep everything at bay and a watchful eye on it. And even though I may end up with the renal cell again, and hopefully not, we may never have to have the same kind of procedure that I had this time. So there's lots of other options, because if things are found very, very early, there's medical advancements happening all the time for additional kinds of surgeries that are available, or treatment options that are available. And with the VHL, sometimes it has nothing to do with cancer, and it's the tumors or cysts that are causing the problem. So even though they're not cancerous because they grow in all the organs, or potentially from the brain and the back of the eyes and the ears and the spinal column and et cetera, I will always have to be watched for that too. And there are people all over the world who have VHL, who have had many surgeries to remove those cysts and tumors that are causing issues that have nothing to do with cancer. So I will be watched like a hawk by my team in Miami and the local team I'm putting together here in Naples to make sure that I am A-okay. I've been asked a lot of questions about, am I doing holistic or homeopathic kinds of things to keep my body strong and keep everything at bay? That's kind of my natural makeup. So I am always taking a variety of supplements, and I've been working with my team here, my knowledge base of what I should be doing and not doing, as well as a friend of mine who's a functional medicine expert who's been lending her support for that as well. So that's been huge, and just kind of checking in with people to make sure that I'm doing the right thing right now. You've heard me mention the MAS mat before. That is PEMF therapy, pulse electric magnetic frequency. Rick and I have used it in our home for what we call treatments for over a decade. That is huge for creating oxygen in the body. And, you know, we're always doing things to help on that road and path as well. So yes, as you've heard me mention, our home is set up for relaxation and recovery. And there's lots of things in addition to foods, whole foods and supplements that I do on a regular basis. I started to share some of my juicing with you. As I mentioned, all of a sudden my eating is very, very different. I've been on a same kind of trajectory for many years, especially with the bodybuilding. And things have definitely changed. My taste buds have changed. I'm not really too sure why. The want for certain things, including vegetables, which is usually my go-to, my body is not really loving that right now, unless they're cooked. That's better. But yeah, all of the things that I'm just kind of going with and figuring out in my body and making small tweaks and adjustments like I would do for my clients, I'm doing for myself. So yeah, but I can't even believe it's been a month. Everyone's asking if I'm feeling great. I feel better. Great is relative. There's always something I'm testing in my body to see if I can do. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I lift this? Can I move that? Can I get into this position? So I'm always kind of testing things out very cautiously and paying attention to the body response. And just going with whatever kind of happens right now. I still haven't gotten into weight training yet, but loving doing bar and Pilates and walking and some cardio. I was on the bike for the first time the other day, and as long as I sit upright and don't lean forward, we're good. But I do still have this incision that's going from right about here down on my belly button. So anything I do, I feel different. I still have a fair amount of inflammation in my body, and obviously all of my nerves and tissue and organs are figuring out what the heck they're supposed to be doing at this point. But I'm here. I'm cancer free. I am coming back to work slowly. Definitely a modified schedule, which will be my new norm going forward. And taking it day by day. But I really am so grateful. One, for our team, because everybody has said they just stepped up, and we know how amazing our team is, and we just adore them. Everybody has their own role, and everybody works together so seamlessly and beautifully, and they've been amazing throughout this whole experience. And all of you reaching out, you have no idea what it means. And I feel badly for people who don't have the kind of village that we do, because I don't think I would have made it through even this far without all of you cheering me on along the way and being there to support Rick as well. I don't know how people do it when they don't have a village, and I had no idea when I started sharing all this stuff what the reaction would be from all of you. Sorry, wasn't expecting that. That happens a lot lately. So I am just so thankful that all of you have been there and been reaching out and actually telling me when I share something with you all that you've had a similar experience, or that it's helped, or that you went to your doctor, or that you've communicated differently with your family and friends, or that you've shared something that you haven't shared about your health stuff. So I am honored that you're sharing that with me as I share my story with you. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I totally appreciate all of your support, and I will see you again very soon. Peace.